So will the Iran war affect real estate prices? I get this question all the time, and I have a really easy answer for you. I don't know. Anybody who tells you that they know is a fool, and they should not be making predictions like that. And yes, there is real concern for this Iran war with us cutting off the oil supply. That could totally affect inflation here, cost of living. People could totally just want to hoard everything they have because gas is so expensive. It could create an economic collapse. Absolutely. And I think that is totally a possibility. However, it is clear that in the past, what has happened with major world events often will do the opposite of what we expect. Let me give you an example. When COVID happened, the whole world economy shut down, and everybody thought that the market was just going to full on tank. I remember not being allowed to do showings, right? And after a weird few months of how do we show homes and are we allowed to, and having to fill out these PED forms, if you're an agent, you remember, everything got insanely crazy once the interest rates decided to drop because the government wanted to pump up the economy. And so they did that by honestly printing money and creating really, really low interest rates. And we saw one of the greatest real estate booms in the world's history. Imagine if I had been making videos telling every last person, do not buy a house right now. The market is about to collapse in 2020. You would have lost out on hundreds of thousands of dollars of equity, and you would have had an interest rate that is double than it was in 2020. So clearly, it would be unwise of me to say, absolutely, this war is going to tank the economy, and it's going to tank the real estate market, even though it's very possible that it could. So how do you know if you're able to make a move right now and if that's right for you? This is what I've been telling everybody since 2022, and it's still the same case today. If you are able to afford the payments and you're not stretching yourself too far, and you see yourself living in that house for I would say the next at least 5 years, but probably more like 7 years, then you should pull the trigger because you do not know what is going to happen down the line and what events are going to transpire to boost the economy or sink the economy. And also, we also know that renting is just throwing money out the door every single month. And there are people who have been waiting since 2020. They missed their opportunity. 2022 came, things got expensive, and now it's 2026, and things have only gotten more expensive. And you're just blowing money in the wind. And for all the sellers, we're still at a historically high time to sell. And there are more than enough reasons why you just need to sell beyond a logical reason of what's going to happen next, because there are divorces that happen, there's death that happen, there is downsizing, there's debt, all the D's, right? These are all reasons why you might need to sell. So all this is to say that if you are stifled and you're kind of holding everything together and you're not making a move because you're worried about another world event, just know that many times the real estate does quite the opposite of what we expect it to do. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about this. I'm more than happy to give my stupid speculations because I'm not an economist. I don't know how all this stuff works, but I can tell you that it does the opposite many times. And so sometimes we got to pump the brakes and just look at what works best for your situation and go for it. I'll talk to you guys soon.